The tournament is where Cinderella stories begin and big wins happen on the biggest stage. With Gambit DC, you could make your Cinderella story a reality. Take advantage of new player bonuses online and in-app, or play in person for boosted parlays. You can bet on all 63 games, even if your bracket's busted, and play from the edge of your seat with exciting in-game bets. Make your bets now with Gambit DC. Terms and conditions apply. Please play responsibly.
Hey guys, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. And trust me guys, it works. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. And the best of all, it is totally free. Yes, totally free. So download the Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome back to the Broque podcast. I'm your host, Marco Martinez. How's it going, everybody? This episode, I'm actually going to be by myself. Right now, my girlfriend is working. So I decided just to record an episode by myself. It's currently Thursday around 12:19, 12:20, and my plan is to at least do 2 episodes a week now, maybe every Monday and Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays, Thursdays, not too sure. Thinking maybe to pre-record some or just do some like right now, where I'm recording one right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead, maybe do a few little edits and tweaks, and then upload it. But anywho, just got a lot of stuff on my mind right now, and so I was thinking today's episode we could probably talk about, maybe just some mental health. First things first is mental health is really fucky. Let's just say that. It's the disease of the brain is just scary in a way, I guess is what you can say. Because you just never know what can happen. It's just very, very unpredictable. And there's just been treatments, getting having a therapist can help. Having those people around you, people that love you, people that are willing to listen can help you out really much. But even then, mental health is just one of those things that we just don't know how to fix it. We just don't know any treatments, which is a scary part. It's not you can just go to the doctors, tell them what's going on, and then they'll recommend you a therapist of sometimes their choice, maybe just of whatever fits you. And sometimes to some people, if they just been having such a fucky weeks, a therapist that's not one of their options. With me, I don't really like to speak my mind. I don't really like to take out a lot of my emotions, I guess you can say. And so with me, I feel like I do need a therapist to talk to. But not only are they expensive, can be very expensive. Maybe they can help me, maybe change up some routines here and there. But sometimes it's, I don't know, maybe it's just sometimes I don't, maybe sometimes I just think just don't want a therapist. Obviously everyone needs a therapist. Maybe I do too. But, at the moment, obviously I don't have that type of money just to be going to talk to a therapist. I tried doing this one thing where I've seen all over YouTube, heard all over other podcasts, and that's BetterHelp. It's like an app for both. It's available on the App Store and Google Play Store, but even that one's pretty expensive too. I think it's like $50 a week, and they charge you for about 4 weeks, which is the month. So instead of it being let's say $50 that you might think per week, in turn it's like about what, $200 for the month that they'll charge you. Granted, everything is online. You can send text message. They're available 24/7. You can call, FaceTime, do all that fun stuff that you need to do. Which honestly, I thought it would be more better than therapy, like actually going to a section, because isn't it like about an hour, I think, per section, and even then you have to schedule, and so when you just need to talk to someone, I guess you can say immediately, scheduling doesn't really help because it can just seem like a necessity, like it's like work. It's just you have a schedule and you need to go schedule an appointment, but by then maybe whatever you were dealing with at the time maybe isn't just that relevant anymore, or you just at that time you needed someone to talk to, but now you don't. And well, I'm not saying therapists are bad. Me and my brother, he's went psychology. He got his degree. He both bachelor's and a master's in clinical mental health studies and whatnot. So very proud of him on that. And I'm currently doing real estate classes. Almost done. Just waiting for the I guess it's state patrol for the whole criminal background check, and then after that, and while that's going on and I do my classes, I am doing my classes, almost done, like I said, finish those classes, then once they give me the okay, then I'll get another email of when I can go in and set up a time and day for my exam. And passing my exam will make me a licensed real estate agent, and then I can then, like how they say, help clients buy and sell houses. And I won't reveal where I'd be going, but you might see it on Facebook, because they always like to post everywhere, so I'll be sharing it. So stay tuned for that. My girlfriend, she's going for human services, if I'm not mistaken. And I wish her the best luck. She's doing very well. She always says she's not doing very well, but she is, and really proud of her for going with it, for doing really well, even through the struggles. Very proud of her for doing it. I mean, really, I've been very proud of everyone that I have seen all over social media, all over Facebook, Instagram, all of their successes. Even the ones who decided not to go to college or leave college early and are doing their own things. Wish them the very best of luck, because college isn't for everyone, and I realized college wasn't for me. I graduated high school with a 3.76, I believe, 3.75 or 3.76 GPA. I was second in my class. Granted, there was only 14, and then the first in class. I guess you can say for privacy purposes, I won't specify her name. However, she did beat me by, I believe, like 0.01 or 0.02 GPA. So we were really neck on neck. And even to this day, I'm like, dang, if I at least did better in my English, I feel like I could have beaten her by that 0.01 GPA. But, I wasn't the best at English or reading, as you can probably tell by my ACT. I mean, even though I got a 21, my reading in English wasn't the highest. But I was more of a math guy. Got a 26 on it. I've got a 21, I think, on my science. But, I mean, it is what it is. So I hope here in real estate I do really well on top of the podcast and YouTube. Yeah, I mean, again, wish everyone the best of luck. And I hope to see people do what they want to do in their lives, succeed it. Any one of my peers, old peers, all my high school peeps, I know I said peeps, sound like an old guy, but hey. Well, see them do really well. I've seen some with the whole like nursing area, radiology area. I think that's most of it. More like in more in the medical area, I believe, what I've just been seeing. Good luck to them. Been proud of them from day one. So, hope to see them go do some big things. But back to the whole mental, fuck what I just said back there, because I guess you could say got off topic. But mental health, when you start seeing early signs of it, try to get someone to talk with. Get some, even if it's your parents, maybe a friend, hell, maybe a coworker. Maybe you have that manager that's willing to listen, or that one coworker that's willing to listen. Try to get their phone number, call them. Or if maybe even on the job, maybe during work on break. If you really need someone to talk to, talk with them. Just tell them what's on your mind. Tell them what you're feeling. And just talking to someone could really help. Because once it really gets to you, like mentally, once it's one of those big stages, that's where it could be very fucky. It's like with me, with my weight, it still gets to me. I gained back what I lost, trying to get back on to the whole dieting thing, because that body image, I just don't like seeing how I look with my body. That's been a constant struggle like that since I've been young. I've been a big kid since I've been a little baby. I look like a little grape, a little white grape, what are you going to call me? I'm also short, because, got the genes. Believe that part from my mom. My mom's pretty short. My dad isn't the tallest, but he's like average height. I think he's I'm 5'5", so he could be maybe 5'7", maybe 5'6", 5'7". My mom, I believe she's like 5'4", 5'3.5". My brother's around there. So that's where, fat and short, looking like a grape. My genes. My height, I don't really mind, but it's like I said, it's more my body. Sometimes it can be really hard, especially, you're at work and it's just been a really busy day. Ever since close to the beginning of the year, I think around like March, April, I made a pledge to myself to stop drinking soda completely, entirely. Yeah, I'll have these ones called like Zevia. Those are the only types that I'll drink, because I guess you can consider it soda, but a much healthier alternative, because I don't have to deal with all this crazy sugar that's in there, all these carbs. It's literally 0 calories. With very, very few ingredients. Like right now, I have the creamy root beer. I'll grab one and tell you the nutritional facts. Like I said, 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 sodium, 0 milligrams of sodium, 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 0 protein. The only ingredients is carbonated water, stevia leaf extract, natural flavors, which honestly I don't know what that means, and citric acid, based off in LA. Yes, it can be a little bit expensive. The 8-pack that I have there costed was on sale for about, I think, $6.99 at Target, and then they had a deal going on to where you get 10% off. So I got it for about like $6.39, I believe. And that's actually really, really has helped me with my soda cravings. Like, very helped me. And honestly, their flavors are really good. And ever since then, I haven't really gone back to soda. And that's, I guess you can say, one goal that I've really liked. But when it comes to fast food, that can be a very hard one. Or like snacking in general. Like I said, at work, because since I work in retail, you can, be done, go to break, or you're hungry. And let's say you've already had enough water to drink. And so you just don't want, maybe you just don't want water. You want to go get yourself like a Gatorade or something. Or maybe you are okay with water and you just want to snack on some chips, snack on some meat sticks. Just get some stuff that you're snacking on. And during that time, you can think, that's just a snack, but then it can build on, because then you snack during your breaks, and then when it's your lunch time, your lunch break, then you eat a meal on there. And once you're doing the regular 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, that can take a toll on you, where you can start building that type of habit. And then here you are on your days off where you're hungry. Let's say when you wake up, you're starving, and because your body's so used around that time to maybe have started snacking on something, then there you are wanting to snack on stuff. And most of the time, since you snack on chips, anything to do with a lot of fat, a lot of sodium, a lot of cholesterol, whatever the case may be, that's what your body wants. That's what your body craves. And then here you are getting hungry a lot during the day, because you're just so used to, I guess you can say, snacking. Could be snacking 1 to 2 times a day during work, during your 8 hours, and then plus your meal. Then after that, your dinner, depending how early or late, it could be your dinner, that your other meal. But then on your days off, here you are, you want to enjoy, you want to relax, so you don't do anything. You can just be chilling in bed, sitting on the couch all day. You're not doing anything. You decide to go make some other stuff like milkshakes. You want to eat ice cream. You want to or go get some McDonald's. You want to just start eating all that, and then it just creates that bad habit. And then a month or two later, you start trying to go to work. It's your day off. You go. It's the next day. You're gonna go to work, and then you try putting on that shirt or those jeans, and you realize, oh shoot, this is starting to be tighter than what it was last time, than what I was used to. And then that just starts taking a big mental toll. You just then start thinking all these negative thoughts about yourself. You start looking at yourself much differently. But just here to tell you that love yourself. No matter what you see, love yourself, because when you don't, that's going to be the most fucked up thing, what you'll do to yourself when you don't love yourself. Because what I've seen a lot of people do, and I guess you can say it's environmental, but like vaping, it's to the point where I see more vaping than smoking cigarettes. If you're not smoking a cigarette, you're vaping. And at first it was advertised as it being the healthy alternative. Now but it's because it wasn't studied correctly. Now you have people basically almost having the same effects as cigarettes. They're not able to, you can tell it by their voice. They're starting to get choppy, starting to get scratchy, starting to get rough, all this other fun stuff. Some vapes are exploding in people's hands, causing very severe burns. Like you're just inhaling, not going to say acid, but just artificial chemicals. I mean, I know that's how it is with like foods, with chips and whatnot. You're eating artificial chemicals. Same with vaping. You're inhaling artificial chemicals. Hell, some of them contain what is it, like acetone, or not acetone. It's like propane. I've seen some. Like it's scary what people doing to their bodies. Doing that type of damage. But they only do it because their friend did it. They saw it was cool, or they see everyone else doing it, so they want to do it. And so at the time, right now, it's fine. But just wait 3 to 5 years later, and it's gonna take a toll. They'll start struggling to breathe, and they'll start coughing a lot. It's just like a cigarette. Or people will start, just mistreating their body. I guess that's part of the whole mistreating. Just love yourself, please, just love yourself. Fuck what other people think. And I know that could be very, very hard to some people, where it's just that constant anxiety of let's say, again, you go to work and let's say your jeans are starting to fit tighter. Let's say you can feel the shirt fit a little bit tighter, but the jeans are more noticeable. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe your jeans you can feel getting a little bit tighter, but it's not uncomfortable. Sometimes you can feel actually a little bit better. But let's say it's the shirt. you look in the mirror and you're starting to see the shirt a little bit tighter, and then you start seeing the insecurities come out, and then when you're at work, you get anxious because then you start thinking people are going to start talking about you. You think people are talking about you, and really they're just telling you, hey, get on the fucking registers, we're busy, or whatever, and then that can just take a big mental toll on people, which is scary, because then that can lead to depression and other stuff that can be very sad. And not only that, it's like the societal standards. Like, again, I'll bring back with the whole college thing. Some people go to college, not because they're motivated to go to college, because they're that passionate of being a dentist, a teacher, a doctor, an engineer, whatever the case may be. It's not that. It's a societal standard. They hear everywhere, go to college, go to college, go to college. That's the only way you're going to be successful in life. Go to college, go to college. The parents will tell them, go to college, go to college. Because some of those people, parents went to college and let's say did really well. Perfect. Or the parents who didn't have a great life, and so they tell the kids, go to college. And a lot of the times, they think that's what they should do. They get to college, maybe do well their first 2 years, but then as the time go on, they realize, you know what, I actually don't like this anymore. Let's say whatever it is, a teacher, a nurse, whatever, they realize, you had that drive, you had that motivation in the beginning, but then you start realizing it as the time goes on of, do I really want to do this? This is like, it doesn't interest you anymore. And it's, and to some people, they drop out because they just couldn't do it anymore because, again, their mental health. And the scary part is some schools, they could advertise all this whole mental health awareness, all this fun stuff. And I know schools can only do so much. They can only have so much resources. However, sometimes when it comes up to the professors, that can be the scary part, because if you need, don't be afraid to be taking mental days. That's the problem, is people think they just need to keep going to impress others. But stop trying to impress others. You're trying to impress yourself, not others. So when you need that mental day, take that mental day, because you'll realize that whatever you're trying to do to impress others, they don't give a shit. And if they do, fuck them. Fuck what you have fans. Fuck that they keep trying to look at your life to see what you're doing. That doesn't mean they're interested in you. Don't try to impress no one else. You can flex, once you know you're doing well, you want to flex on them, but don't try to do it to impress them. Don't try to go broke to impress people, because I've seen people when I was younger flex their new truck, their new 2020 truck, their new 2019 truck. Because let's just say the Panhandle is infamous for a lot of people buying trucks. It's Yee County over there. And now, especially with the whole inflation, here they are struggling to now pay that truck, because they're 20-hour a job that they were doing very well back then. Let's say now they're only getting paid 22, but since everything's gone up, has been so much more expensive, here they now are struggling to pay it. And it's like, it's like, did you do it to flex and to look like you're doing good, or did you just do it to impress others, to say, yeah, look at me, I got a new truck? But then realistically, it's if the vehicle is worth more than what you make in the year, don't buy it. Please don't buy it. Because if you're making $40,000 a year and that vehicle costs $50,000, don't do it. Because you might think, payments are let's say $300 a month, $400, and you make $1,200-$1,400 every 2 weeks. So let's just say about $2,500 a month. And you might just think, I'll do it because I can afford it. No. Because once the hard times come and that note is coming and you only have $93 in your account, and payment is due in 2 days, and you don't get paid till that next week. But then on top of that, you have your phone bill and all these other stuff. It's like, what was getting that truck worth it? Because starting to show it wasn't. So don't try to impress people, please. And with all that, well, just please take care of yourself. Like, I love you. We all love you. Everyone loves you. And people that don't love you, fuck them. Keep saying that a lot. Fuck them, because they're a piece of shit if they don't love you. Because fuck them. They have their own insecurities that they're afraid to talk about, so they want to point the fingers at you. So fuck them. Sorry for my cussing. Just speaking French. But back to reality. It's also kind of sad to see people kind of use their depression. Well, they'll say they're depressed. They weren't diagnosed, but they'll say they're depressed. And I'm not trying to hate on anyone. I'm not trying to say, oh, you have fake depression. I don't support people who have depression, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that. It's just some people kind of use that for granted. They'll say, oh, yeah, I'm depressed, so I don't want to go to work today. And it's just me. I'm not saying they are depressed. Just to me, it's you don't just tell if you are truly depressed. You just are truly in a very dark place. You don't just start wailing it out. Just telling people, "Oh yeah, I'm depressed. I'm not going to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work. I'm depressed." It's like can be sometimes an insult to people who are, because they're like, "Oh well, like I'm only coming because some people can't live alone." No, I would say yeah, I guess you can say that. Like live alone, can't be alone. So that's the only reason why they're at work. It's because it gets them out of their mind sometimes, and then because then when they're off, they can be tired, relax. But a lot of people, those type of people that say, "Oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I just won't go to work." It's like no, like don't be trying to use that because you can't just say you're depressed and you don't want to go to work, and then here you are just scrolling through Twitter or playing Smash Bros. Or some shit, Warzone or something. Like, I'm not saying they're depressed. It's just don't use that for granted, and don't try to just say it out loud. Just because to some people they are too afraid to say it out loud, and they're just and those type of people that just want to wail it out, they probably don't really know how that feels, or they're just maybe just been through that deep of a gutter that at that point they just can't really do anything. But other than all my talking, just needed to get some stuff out of my head. There's some stuff that's been, I wouldn't say just going on, just been floating through my mind. I have my own demons I'm struggling with. Everyone has their own demons that they're struggling with. I just hope one day that I can get out of it, just like all of you guys. Hope everyone else can get out of it too. I will, in the description, I will put the phone number to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. I believe they did change it. It's not the 1-800 number anymore. I think it's just 988. I don't know if it's star 988 or just 988, which is amazing. Now you don't have to type a long number. You'll have that number, that quick, easy number that you'd be able to just type or dial, I guess you can say. But yeah, I'll link that in the description. Other than that, I'll see you guys next Monday. I'll see what else I can try to talk to. I'll try to see if I can bring any other guests, just so you guys don't have to keep hearing me talk and then get bored. Because I can be a boring guy. I can talk a lot. But make sure, if you like it, subscribe to the Broque Boy podcast. I'll put the link. I'll just put a Linktree link in the description where it takes you to all the socials. I have an actual Broque Boy podcast official Instagram page, Facebook page as well. So make sure to click that, visit that. That's where I'll try to post maybe some daily updates, maybe, or just telling you about an upcoming episode, or post the episodes on there. But my girlfriend right now, I love her. It's working. Everyone else out there, love you guys. And again, see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.